As Pat would say, for all that is holy, what is wrong with Missouri and Colorado? I can't answer that. But something is definitely wrong with both of those states, especially when it comes to gun control. And Colorado, we'll tell you here in a second. We have just found out. In fact, Dana Lash is the one who broke this story nationally. And Dana is a good friend of the program and the network. And she brought us the story that Colorado seems to be collecting information and giving it to the feds on gun owners. Is that a problem? No, not at all. And Amanda Collins in Colorado. Amanda was on this program last week, a survivor of rape and a brutal rape. Amanda was in front of a legislative hearing on Colorado's proposed ban on firearms on college campuses. She explained that she sure wished she would have had a gun. She was on the program last week and she said, I don't know if it would have helped me, but it would have been better than just having nothing. Well, apparently not for both the Republicans and the Democrats in Colorado. Listen to what they said to her. It's fascinating.
Rendering me defenseless. Protect you against a violent crime.
Thank you. What we are trying to do here tonight is not to protect ourselves from violent crime. What we are trying to do here tonight is protect students and teachers from feeling uncomfortable by you carrying a gun to protect yourself.
Stop just a second. He is saying this not as a joke. He's not saying this to defend her. He's not standing up with her and saying, we're just trying to protect people's feelings. Listen to what he just said. Play it again. Listen to what he just said and realize he's not saying this in defense of her or to mock the legislature. He is saying this in all seriousness.
How does rendering me defenseless protect you against a violent crime?
Thank you. What we are trying to do here tonight is not to protect ourselves from violent crime. What we are trying to do here tonight is protect students and teachers from feeling uncomfortable.
Okay, all right.
By you carrying a gun to protect yourself.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Wow. Sorry.
Wow. Stop for just a second. This is good because it's going to go on here in a second. I just want to make sure we understand. We're not here to protect the individual. We're here to protect the collective from feeling uncomfortable. Let me ask you, when has anyone promised anybody in this country that they were never going to feel uncomfortable? Tell me that.
It's become a constitutional right.
Well, you know what? Then they're breaking the Constitution every time I go to New York City because I feel uncomfortable being surrounded by all of these loser liberals in New York. How's that? You're you're violating my constitutional right. When are you going to start protecting my feelings when I'm in New York? When I'm in Seattle? When I'm in San Francisco? When, quite frankly, I'm in parts of Dallas, Texas? When are you going to start protecting my feelings? I'm sorry, I don't read that in the Constitution. You know what I tell my kids? Get over it. Your feelings. We're not here to protect you from a violent rape. That's not what we're doing here. We're protecting everybody else's feelings about you protecting yourself against a violent rape. Who in their right mind would say this to their kids? Hey, honey, I know you want to carry a gun, but you're making me a little uncomfortable with the gun. I know that you've had a really bad rape experience where you were tied to a tree, where you were raped violently for 6 solid hours. I know, but we feel uncomfortable with you carrying a gun.
It takes a lot of balls to say that to a rape victim.
It does. Don't downplay the danger of feelings, though. I mean, there was the Chicago Feelings Massacre of 1946.
Oh, they killed feelings?
The feelings killed, we believe, up to 30 or 40 people.
Really?
The Rwandan genocide was largely accomplished with feelings. The Hutus and the Tutsis had a feelings battle,
I didn't know
millions died. So, I mean, this could be what he's protecting against.
Yeah.
Could happen
Feelings.
at any time.
I'd hate to hurt anybody's feelings here, but you're a moron. Here's
Then a Democrat chimes in.
The Democrat, that was a Republican, by the way. Now the Democrat comes to the plate.
Senator Hudak. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Is that a mic?
Thank you for sharing your story. Very, very unsettling
Yes.
story.
It's a story.
I just want to say
More than
that
unsettling, really.
actually statistics are not on your side, even if you had a gun.
Oh, well, hang on just a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Even if you had a gun.
I didn't even know statistics weren't on my side.
Yeah, now you feel differently,
Well,
don't
if
you?
I'm just a statistic to you, then I'm sorry. You know, statistics show that we aren't brutalized by the police. So why should we even look into police brutality? Statistics show that most people on death row are guilty. So why should we even look into, maybe miscarriage of justice? Statistics show that most people are not starving to death as children. So why should we pay any attention to those in Africa? My gosh, statistics show, listen to the cry of the we over the cry of the I. Here it is, America. Here it is. This is what your president has brought to you. The collective over the individual. Well, you certainly, we don't see your life has any meaning. Justify yourself. Tell us why we should keep you alive. Justify your existence, sir or madam, and if you can't, why, then we as a collective, as a society, just can't find any reason to keep you alive. George Bernard Shaw, the cry of the we over the I. Since when, you want to talk about a war on women, there it is. Since when can we have this conversation? Since when has it been acceptable in our society to have this kind of conversation with a rape victim? Since when? Just send out the memo so I know that we've completely reversed political correctness. That the poor individual that was victimized by a horrible crime, a woman who was brutally raped by a man stronger than he was. Just send me the memo so I can keep up with this ridiculous, insane tennis match that we're calling the United States of America. When will people say I've had enough? When will they say I've had enough? Colorado, what is wrong with you? How you are not on the front steps of your capital throwing these people to the wolves. I'm sorry. You probably have shipped all of the wolves to Canada because you didn't want to kill any of the wolves, but they were eating some small little field mouse, and so you thought you had. Is that who you are? The ones who went, oh, it looks too tough. Because I got news for you. That's what it seems like you are. You have become Americans that I don't even recognize anymore, where you can just look at a rape victim and say, I'm sorry, we're not here really to protect you. We're here to protect the feelings. Oh, the poor feelings of people. Yes, sure, you might be raped, but statistics show the group as a whole won't be. Oh. Welcome to the new America, where 2 + 2 = 5. Have you noticed the slide? Have you noticed that we have said it would come at an increasingly rapid pace? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed the slide and how fast we are spiraling out of control? How is anyone spending their money at these universities anymore? I don't care what kind of job it promises my children. There are other universities. Liberty University, George Wythe University. Oh, my kid doesn't want to go there because well, good, then your kid can pay for it. And if they get themselves in debt, they're on their own. We are paying for our own destruction. We are voting for our own destruction. In God we trust. I trust that God is busy doing other things at this point, because we haven't listened to him for a long, long time. In God we trust. Give me a break.